Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Metroid Dread Door Randomizer, where all the items and doors have been shuffled. I'm Blue Psyduck and let's get right into the game. And start! So as always, let's check to the left. Nothing here, okay. Can open this door and missile pack, okay. And our first hint.
Uploading data.
So you've accessed
More falling Altaya. Okay, this is most often so. Nothing up there. Flash is okay. Cannot check the item up there. Let's say if we are on the Door Randomizer. Until now all doors have been normal doors, but you never know what the randomizer has in mind. Nothing up there. Missile door, okay. Block door above. Will not do Corpus. Maybe now with 35 missiles. But let's save it for a little later.
Uploading data.
full heavy you encountered.
Wave beam is in Carthaus, okay. So we can check this item, nothing. And also open this door. Nothing there, okay. There's the Morphball, okay. So we need some items to get this one, at least the warrior suit. And maybe something like spin jump. So let's continue here. Okay, plasma beam. Could go to Taiwan, but we cannot do anything there. Nothing going there. Nothing there. E-tank there, okay. Please go in there. Okay. Oh, there's a spin jump, okay. So now we can reach it, we only need wire suit or more health to survive the heat room. Okay, we cannot go in there. And I'm dead. Let's get our spin jump again. I think I can already do the E.M.M.I. Could also go maybe into corpses now. I cannot go through here, of course. Yeah, let's defeat the 2 bosses and then maybe try to get a morph ball from the heat room. Hey, let's also save again here. So let's do the E.M.M.I. first, I would say. There's one item to the... Oh, locked door. Can I see the item from here? Yeah, it's nothing, okay. Nothing on the E.M.M.I. I have to go this way. Okay. And energy. Okay, now it should be enough to get the item. Upper path is quicker, I think. No problem. And I will go to the red teleport as usual. Cannot go this path anymore. I could also... let's check this one item which we can see from here. It's the warrior suit. Okay. So maybe game wanted us to go here first and then get the morph ball. Okay, now we have easier play in Cut House, of course. Do I attempt the... Ah, no. There are so many doors. Maybe... Yeah, next time we come here I can attempt the warrior loop. Energy tank here, okay. We have energy part down there. We have power pump tank there. Let's check if we can see anything in Gaboran. can open this door. So we have missiles here. We can also open the next door. White beam, okay, this is useful. And power bombs up, yo, this is huge. Let's check the one item down here which we can still see. Nothing, okay. I think I cannot continue to the top here. I think my current items are not enough. Or maybe they are. Now let's go to bottom half and see what we can do from here. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to the top. Okay. Most likely we can beat the E.M.M.I, so let's see if I can get up here. For the doors, yeah, normal door. Door Randomizer, this E.M.M.I more often has no requirement than 4. Okay. And DNA on the E.M.M.I. So 1 of 4 DNA down. Let's quickly check these 2 items. Nothing and nothing, okay. We can quickly check this item as well. Nothing. There's one more item to the left, I think. We cannot check it. Maybe we can check it when going through here. It is nothing, okay. So then let's... Oh. Let's continue down here, yeah. Okay, we can continue here. Nothing here. Ouch. Let's also save again. Can we do something here? Oh, we cannot go to the top there. Oh, blocked door there. Okay, interesting. Charge beam down there. So, okay, we have to go in... It's lower. It's lower. So we have to come in through Altaria. Get the charge beam, because the other paths are not possible. This is definitely good to know. Nothing there, okay. And wave beam is there. We need... Okay, we can get a charge beam. We know where it is. So I think next thing to do is to go back to Altaria. Or do we continue to die one from here? Let's continue to die one for now. Okay. Quite bingo. And teleport back to Altaria from there. Open this door. Okay, we do not go into Altaria, into Taiwan. Okay, then we have to go back and teleport to Altaria from the towers. Usual time waste in a Door Randomizer. Then we have to go the long way to a safe station. I think I cannot get up there. Okay, so let's teleport to our fire. Ah, there's one item to the left. Can check. And let's maybe not isolate it any further. Ah, nothing. And I think we can also go up here. Ah, but I cannot get up here, I think. Too high up. Ah. Okay, then we have to go lower part. We can also check this item here. Oh, bombs. Nice. Blocked door here, okay. Luckily we have a stick path. So let's get our charge beam first. Okay. missiles down there. And our next hint.
Uploading data.
DPR appears to be
Power bomb in Gaboran. We already found this one. Nothing here. Maybe let's take the power bomb tank. Energy part up there. And now I would like to go to the top again. What do I quake? I cannot do quake first. To get our wave beam. Let's skip quake for now. We can come back later for it. Yeah, yeah. No, I have to go. Ouch. Lower path here. Food store, yeah. And our wave beam. And now I will go into Taiwan. Bomb door. No problem for us. Nothing here. Nothing up there. It's a normal charge door, okay. So with this, yeah, I think actually going back to Katao's through the purple teleport is the best way now. Because we cannot get further into Dairon. Maybe we can. Because of the booster. But there's one path down here, which we can now use. Normal bomb door. Yeah. So we can get this hint as well.
Uploading data.
This area.
Ice missiles are an Elon, okay. And let's check the right side here. And nothing up there. And E.M.M.I here. So do we want to... let's check the two items in here. Plasma door, okay. Charge door, also no problem. Okay, can get in and out, and nothing. And nothing here as well. Okay, then let's go back and use the purple teleport to crate and check the items in your crate. Nothing up there. Let's check behind crate. Oh, permanently blocked. Nothing there, and nothing there, okay. This one I will take. Okay. And second phase is easy. And nothing on crate. So with this, I think we have mostly everything in Kataris. There's one item on the top which we cannot check without a speed booster. One screw attack item. But I think other than that, we should have everything now here. So let's go back to Daiwan and continue into the E.M.M.I room. Here we have nothing, okay. Nothing here as well. Energy part. Nothing and nothing. Nothing there. Nothing here. Nothing here. So let's see if Randovania has some items for us. Grapple here, okay. So we need speed booster to get grapple. Ah, can I even get up here? Yes, I can using this thing. Wave door, okay.
Uploading data.
The lower levels of the
Spider magnet is in Randovania, okay. Nothing up there. Let's go down first, because we cannot get through there. But can I even get out of there again? Let's safety save. Okay, we can get out of here. Nice location for the gravity suit. What was this for a door? Can I see it? Ah, it's only charge beam, okay. Yeah. Let's continue here. Because we can check this item. No. We go into Gaboran. Yeah, let's go into Gaboran. Nothing here, okay. Nothing there. Do we have here one item which we can check? No. Also take this power bomb tank. It's safety safe. Didn't want to fall down again. Let's check the door. Can we check the door above? No, we cannot. No. We cannot beat the E.M.M.I yet. We need a ice beam for it to get out of it. Let's check this item. Nothing. Down there. Do I? No, I cannot go down there. Because I cannot pull this block. I can also not do anything here. So the next hint, and I think this is everything we can do for now in Gaboran.
Uploading data.
Samus, you are
Speed Booster is in Gaboran. Okay, so we have to find the other entrances here. Because I think... yeah, we cannot do anything here. So let's teleport back to Artaria. And let's check the items in the ice ring here. Nothing. Nothing and nothing. Okay. So then let's go to the top. And use the yellow teleport back to Daiwan and go to Gaboran from Daiwan to have more checks in Daiwan. Yeah, we can't get up here. Okay, coming into closed door. We could also attempt the Gaboran at the Varia loop. We would isolate one more check again. Yeah, maybe let's do it. See what doors are waiting for us there. There is the base jump. Ah, we cannot get out of here. This is a crossbound door. Nevertheless, let's check it and then simply get the space jump again. Because there are, I think, 2 more doors which could block our path if there is an item up here. This door's open, nothing here. This door's open. This is not shuffled. And then we have the crossbound door next, I think. Yeah. Okay, then let's go to Taiwan next. One door. And because I don't, I want to say I have to go the long way, but because I don't have the speed booster, I don't even get out of here. I forgot about these blocks. Then we have to take a detour through Kataris. Okay, red teleported is then. You can also check the hint at the top here now.
Uploading data.
E.M.M.I stands for expert.
Bomb and Borenia, okay. So if need cross bombs, we know where they are. Yeah, I think put a great path here is the quickest way. nothing up here. And let's see if the speed booster is here in the other one transport. Okay, it is behind the grapple, so we have to get the grapple without the speed booster, which means we need the cross bombs out of Randovania. Because I think with the cross bombs you can reach the speed booster item. This is quite interesting. And I think we cannot do anything here. And in the top here is nothing. Then we cannot do anything here. Okay, so this is good knowledge. Not what I wanted to see, but at least we know the order of items. So we need the cross bombs. Question is, what can we do here? We need a... I could have checked this item. This could very well be the bombs. Yeah, I think I have to go back. And there's one more item which I didn't check because I never checked the second. Can we beat the speed booster if we go through the lower entry? Because for the speed booster I think you don't need the speed booster at all. So let's go back to Randovania, check this one item. And then come in back to Dairon to beat the speed booster get it out of the way. This should open up Dairon a little bit more, I think. Not get through yet. So let's get first the item which we missed earlier. When I got the Creative Suit, I immediately should have checked this item here. I don't have Speed Booster, of course I cannot check this item. So then we only have this item here, which we didn't check yet. And it's nothing. The question is, what can we do? So let's beat the E.M.M.I first. And maybe until then I know what to do. Here is a speed booster block. I have to go through the door. Yeah. The question is what to do now. Because I think I still can't get to the quiet rope entry to unlock Upper Burenia. Lower Burenia we would need magnet, but we don't have a path to Burenia yet. And maybe from Gauran at the bottom go to Burenia. We cannot do it for Giga, but I think we can, if the doors let us, of course, go into Burenia from the top. Maybe this is something we can do. Yeah, because we cannot get in there because there are the speed booster blocks. Yeah, so I have to go back to Gaboran now. Yeah, normally you would need to equip a beam to get into Burenia from the top, but because of Door Randomizer, the grapple doors might not be there at all. No, that's the wrong entry. We have to go through the teleport. We have to go. Okay, this was time waste. So Burenia to green teleport is the way we need. So all the way back now. But at least we got the second DNA now from this speed booster enemy. That was not complete nonsense. I would like to get you, but I can't. I could have taken the proper path. I already opened up the shortcut. Okay, back to Gowran now. And from there to the bottom to Porenia. And for this I have to go through the E.M.M.I room again. Because I don't have ice missiles, because they are an Elon, for which you need at least a magnet, I think. Which we don't have, because we don't get to Porenia. The upper path here. Let's check this item quickly. No. Okay, let's see how far we come into Porenia, and more importantly, if we find our cross bombs. Maybe also safety save here again, to not lose any progress. Can check this item, nothing. We cannot do Giga because there's a verbal block. Here's also a verbal block, but there's one more item here, I think. If you can open the door, okay. This one. Okay, there are the cross bombs. Problem is, I cannot get out of here. Yeah. I cannot open this up from this side. Okay, so Yeah, I think I have to go back to Gawaran and to the Queen Teleport to get into the other part of Randovania to get our Quibble. So let's do this. Wonderful. Oh, you're stupid. Okay. Ouch. So back to Randovania, then we can get our Quibble Beam, and then we can get our Speed Booster. Yeah, go to the top. Okay. And with this, back to Dion to go to the freezer again. Get our speed booster. Okay, so back to Gawaran. Okay, this will be our speed booster. So let's go back to Tyron and do the white rope sequence, which leads us to the DNA. So we know at least what bosses we need. Nothing up there, okay. And to a quiet rope we go. Oh, that's the magnet, okay. So this definitely helps us. Because now we could also go to Elon and get our ice missiles, for example. But let's first see the DNA hints. So what do we need?
Uploading data.
Samus, you have manifested
Experiment and
the
wave
Metroid
beam
DNA.
E.M.M.I. Okay, so we definitely need Elon. So I think I will do this first now. Yeah, we have to go through Brynja again and using the Green Teleport to get into Gowran. But then I think we should be able to do to go to Elon and unlock the X-Power side. Could also go to a lower Brynja now. We have the magnet to pull down the platform. But I will prioritize Elon first. Green teleport at the bottom. Let's do this one item which I wanted to do earlier already. If I can hit these blocks. Ah, nothing. As expected. So let's see, what do we have to do? To unlock Elon. First, I think we have to move the block. I will also look at this item now. No, okay. So again, through the E.M.M.I room. Bottom, top bar. Get to the bottom. This block. Now we take the bottom path here to get to the save station. Yeah, we can now pull this block or room. Go back out here because we now pulled the block. That one is always so confusing with the flipper and the block and so on. I will get this item on my way back out of Elon. Maybe I should have saved, because you never know with the doors. But so far so good. Let's look at this item. Energy tank, okay, will not get this one. Nothing here. nothing here. Ja, the ice missiles, okay. And let's check the last item as well. And nothing. So yeah, I think next I will go to Randovania. I think I can already beat the wave beam E.M.M.I. I cannot do SQ. I forgot about this item which I want to get now. No. Or should I go maybe to Randomizer as well? Because I still need a square attack. Randomizer also has a hint. But I have to beat sooner. I could go. Let's maybe safely save. I could go to Randovania, beat the E.M.M.I there, and from there go to Randomizer. No, because of the screw attack block. I could not go through. So maybe it is better to go to Randomizer first. Simply to have the hint out of the way. We could also beat the Elite Chose and unlock the teleporters by going to Entourage. Don't know if this will be helpful, but could be. Only thing you have to do is to beat Gozuna now. It's kind of a waste of time, but maybe it is helpful. I cannot go in there. I don't have screw attack. Okay, then we have to go to Randovania. I forgot about this one. Doesn't matter. There's also a hint in Lower Borussia which we didn't get yet. Maybe it could also be buffed in there. But let's first check Borussia a little bit. Speed booster. energy tank up there. Nothing down there. Let's do left side first. Too slow. Nothing here. Nothing here and nothing to the right. And one more item. Screw attack here, okay. So we don't need the hand anymore. Now the only thing which I don't like is that I only have the ice missiles for experiment. Because this means the fight will take forever. And also no screw missiles, no storm missiles, so even the phase where it recharges I cannot really do efficiently. That's already open, okay, nothing there. Ice missile door, okay, good thing we have. Maybe it's the super missile or storm missile hand, let's see.
Uploading data.
This area ready.
Screw it again, okay. Would have been helpful if we went with the hint first, but we found the screw attack first. Maybe I should get as many missiles as possible for experiment. Top here. It's 57 again. At the fusion door. Okay. And I think we definitely have to go through this door when we want to get out of the enemy room. So let's go to Ranuvia and unlock each rush, because it seems that this will still take on some time. Nothing here. Energy tank. Okay. And let's see if this hint helps us. Second to last hint.
Uploading data.
This area.
Super missiles in Hanupia. Okay, then it's the one item which I didn't check yet. No, I didn't want to recharge. And super missiles. Okay, this makes then experiment a little bit quicker. Okay. Okay, and from here I will teleport to Apraia. I think it's quicker than going back to Hanupia again. Only have to read the hint again.
Uploading data.
Samus the map.
And I wonder if I should go... Yeah, maybe I will go to Lower Borenia from here. Simply to get the hint. Maybe the hint is helpful. You see, half of them were helpful, half were not. So let's simply... plus in Borenia there are some items which we can still check. Because if the fusion beam is not hindered, we basically have to clear everything. Is it here? No. Would be too funny to have it here. So let's see, is it helpful?
Uploading data.
EX have spread across
Ooh, charge beam in Daiwan, okay. So first charge beam was in Kataris, so this has to be the fusion beam. So then go to teleporter and teleport to Daiwan. I won't be really looking for the storm missiles now, because I think it's quicker to simply experiment without them. So let's see what even is missing. The freezer. This one item behind the storm gate. And I think one item in the lava room is also still missing. And I would say this was it, so let's do the lava room first. Ah, we cannot do the storm item. We don't have the storm results. Ah. And knowing Randovania, this is the item we need. So let's do freeze on next. Ah yeah, never opens up this path. And nothing here, okay. So I think it is the item in the storm gate. Let's go there. I think there's a second item which we didn't check yet. Which only needs the speed booster. Because we never went into the E.M.M.I room from above. We never came across this item as well. And it's nothing. Okay. Anything left in Diron except the storm gate room? No. So we need the storm gate, storm results. So let's begin clear out everything. We have this item. Yeah, we can do experiment. Knowing that we get the storm results at some point, but I still think getting this item now would be the better choice than to wait for it. Or maybe we can start in Ataya. I think there are some checks there. We have the speed boost item to the left here. Nope. We have in the big room the speed booster item. We already did Corpus and the E.M.M.I. Any check I missed in the beginning? I don't think so. Nope. Because we did this item, yeah. We did everything here. We did these from the top, so we don't need a speed booster there. One item in the Varia loop. Let's save here so we can simply teleport back. No, I have to go through here, I think. Ah, no, because I never finished the Varia loop. There was bomb door, I think, which I wasn't able to open. This one, yeah. And nothing, okay. Yeah, it simply walk back the normal way, don't have to save warp. Because we end up right at the teleport. So this is Artaria cleared now. Next is Kataris. Yeah, free teleport. I want to take... Let's take this one to check the top item. Nothing, so let's go down to experiment. Anything else I didn't check? Except the square attack item. No, I think I did everything in Kataris. Up. Nothing, okay. So let's do experiment. Safety save beforehand as usual. At least we found super missiles, which helps in this fight. Oh, it's already doing this attack, okay. But this means we can, if we get a quick kill, then it does not really matter that we don't have the storm missiles. Okay. So DNA as expected, and there's actually one more item which I didn't check until now. So this I have to remember, storm missiles are actually not that important against experiment than I thought them to be. As long as you get the quick kill, of course. This item I didn't check. Nothing. Okay, with this, that house is cleared. Next. Ruvenia, Gaboran. Let's go from bottom to top, I would say. Nothing here. Okay, no, I don't need missiles anymore. Not working. Pressing the button in the air and it's not working. Nothing here. I will not go through here. I will take the long path to have the other items as well. Yeah, already this item. One item here, nothing. There's a blocked door, but I think I don't really need it with the wave beam. This item cannot be the storm missiles because it needs the storm missiles. Nothing. Nothing. I don't have the... Are these randomized? These are randomized, okay. Because I don't have the Phantom Cloak, where this one will be. Luckily, Phantom Cloak does not have any importance in the Door Randomizer. And nothing more. Okay, so nothing in Lower Borenia. So let's go up to Trogiga, beat Trogiga. Maybe Trogiga has storm wizard. And then when we are up there, we could also go to Gawaran next directly through transport. There's also one item to the right side here, which I didn't check before. Nothing. Nothing on Trogiga, and with this, Borenia is fully cleared now. So let's go Gawaran next. I think in Gawaran it's mostly only Ice E.M.M.I and Golzuna left and the items around them. So let's go to the Ice E.M.M.I. Ah, not good. Okay. And not on the ice, E.M.M.I. So let's do Gozuna next. So one item here. Nothing. I've got the speed booster. Okay. They're on Gozuna. Okay, now we have everything we need. Stupid storm missiles. Phantom cloak here behind Gozuna. Not that I need it, but it's funny to have the last item now also. So let's go to the nearest teleport. Which will be the green one here. This one, yeah. And the fusion beam is here, as expected. So this took us nearly 40 minutes to get. Only because of one door. Why do I not have the teleport in Rando? Ah, because I never went to the room now. This door. A single door which blocked my way for 40 minutes. And finally, our last DNA. At least the path to Wavenbeak is now as short as it can get. Wrong path. Ouch. And now you want to step back, huh? Okay. And time. So I was able to finish the seed under 3 hours. In the beginning it was quite interesting, especially when seeing the gravel bean being speed booster locked, but then learning that it was actually cross bomb locked, because you can reach this one item in the fan with cross bombs. But then the seed went definitely downhill when I saw the diffusion beam door for the last DNA and didn't know where the diffusion beam was, and especially after learning that the diffusion beam was locked behind the unhindered storm missile, so we had to start clearing everything. So for this I think 3 hours is still a good time. Yeah, but could have been definitely better the seed. And I think it's one of the longest seeds I ever had. Nearly 3 hours. Yeah. But this is Door Randomizer for you. One door can cause you a 40-minute detour. And with this, also after nearly 3 hours, thank you for watching and see you next mission.